Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Study Hall Podcast. I'm your host, Sanaya, and today we have a very special guest, Felix.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
You doing good?
Today's been a really good day. So.
That's good.
How about you?
I had a pretty good day. It's 12:30. It's still early in the afternoon, but I feel like today is going to be a really good day. It feels good outside. The sun is out. It's warm outside. You're here with me today, so that's exciting. Introduce yourself.
So, my name is Felix, and I am a actor / model / choreographer. Like, I don't really do choreography like that for real.
Do you dance?
Okay. For fun.
Okay. Do you teach dance? No.
But my one of my best friends, she's like a professional dancer, so it's like, and she also does modeling. So
that's nice.
In a sense, like we kind of want to do the same things.
What made you get into fashion? So I don't know if y'all can see the outfit, but the outfit is T, baby. It's T. What made you get into fashion?
Okay, so fashion. I was a little boy when I was like really interested in like women's clothes, kind of, because like one day I was like at an eye doctor and I saw this woman, like she didn't have anything like super duper special. She just had like jean pants, black stiletto heels, and then like a white t-shirt and like jean jacket. And then she also had sunglasses, and I was like, when I was a little boy, I was like, oh my gosh, she looks so good, because she had that long hair, brown, like green eyes, freckles. I was like,
oh, she looked good.
She was pretty.
Yeah, she was.
And then
my
mom, she really thought I had a crush on her, but no.
You like, I want to do that.
Outfit.
Right, I want to do that.
I like the outfit. So I was like, I really got into it, like when I was in high school, because during high school, that's when I started doing modeling. Like I'd learned some of the basics, and then I also took like theater classes and film classes. So really that was like an amazing experience, because my teacher who taught me theater, his name is Mr. London. And his Instagram is London Legend. He does like amazing work, and I really look up to him, like if he's my uncle in a way. And
like a mentor as well too?
Yeah, he's always been my mentor since high school. So I was always like inspired by his work, and he's an actor / model. So I wanted to do like, the main thing I wanted to do when I was younger was voice acting. But he opened my eyes and showed me that there's more than just voice acting. There's acting on like the stage, there's modeling, there's directing, producing, and all that other stuff. And I was like, I really want to do all of that.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, when you in one field, you can really
be in
you can alternate exactly and be in all of them, and boom. Look, you got connections, this, and that. You a voice actor, you a model, you a choreographer, you a dancer, you do it all. I love that.
Yeah.
I love
and
that.
I also write scripts, which that was the first thing I did before I did acting on stage. Because there was like the Black History Month show that would, happens every year. I was like in 10th grade, and I was writing the script for the show, at least for like 2 scenes.
What show?
Like the Black History Month show in my high school. So basically I wrote like 2 scenes, and then I had other friends who wrote like different scenes too. Mr. London, he really liked my part, and he wanted me to play the role of like the bus driver, because I could change my voice. Which that was the main reason why I wanted to be a voice actor,
because I could just change my voice whenever I want. So
it just scared me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it happens to everyone. It happens to everyone. I know, but
I just was not expecting that.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
I usually try to get people off guard. I just do whatever, and it's like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Yeah.
You just changed your voice again. That's so. Yeah, that's acting for real. That's acting.
And I actually, Mr. London, he helped me get like a voice acting gig with the principal secretary of the high school, because she wanted like some voiceover work for her church, and then I helped her with that. So like thanks to him, he opened my eyes about more opportunities. So I'm really like grateful to him and grateful for having him in my life. Yeah,
I love that. So I have a quick question for you. So I know that you're very expressive, and we go to an expressive school where people can just be themselves and just wear what they want to wear and be who they are. Did it take you a while to like really step into who you wanted to be, or was it always like, this is me and this is what I'm gonna do?
So I started expressing myself during high school as well, since like, you know, my teacher, he was opening my eyes for more opportunities. And then my best friend, Anaya Reed, love you,
Shout
girl.
out to her.
Love you, girl. She was one of the main people who helped me gain like my confidence. And I also had another friend, like I had a couple other friends, like Dayon, who's dating Anaya. He's like a brother to me. And like some other modeling friends and theater friends, they also helped me express myself in a way. Like during modeling or drama club, we would always have like I would have certain times where I would like borrow my friends' heels.
Okay.
And then that way I would like walk around with them and then practice. And then after my best friend gave me like her pair of heels, like my first ever pair of heels I ever wore, I may have hid it from my parents and they didn't know about it until like a year later. But you know, they always knew I was like some sort of feminine, gay, you know, like kind of person, but they were always accepting. So I was always appreciative of that. And
that's a blessing.
It really is. I like fashion wise, I started diving into like dressing out in 11th grade. So in 11th grade, I was like trying different things to see what my style was.
Yeah, see what you like.
See what
resonated with you the most.
Yeah. And like I noticed that I really tend to go for like the jazz kind of looks because like one of my biggest like inspirations for fashion is Marilyn Monroe and Frank Sinatra. And recently I've kind of like looked at Amy Winehouse and I was like, she always knew how to dress up, even if it was casual, she always made it look good. So I was like
yeah, you kind of, I don't know why, but I kind of get Prince a little bit too.
You know, actually, that was my nickname in high school.
Really?
Like the first person who ever called me Prince was the hall monitor, who I loved very much.
Prince?
She called me Prince. And I was like, oh my God, this is the first time anyone has ever said that. And she's like, yeah, because you give off Prince fashion. And I was like, okay.
See, we picking up on the same thing. I said Prince. I got that vibe. I got that vibe.
But most people who don't know Prince, they say Michael Jackson. Which, you know, it's another great compliment too.
I get that too.
I love Michael Jackson.
I want to start expressing myself more, but I don't know what I would wear. Like, I think I want to transition from, I don't think I want to transition, but I think I want to start experimenting with like more, I wouldn't say goth, but like alternative.
You know, actually, I have a friend named Tamia. Love you, girl. I keep talking about so many
Shout
people.
Your people out. It's okay. Shout your folks out.
So she always had like that alternative look. So if you ever need like a reference, I can send you her Instagram.
Yes, please. I feel like you don't have to conform to one specific aesthetic or identity. You can just do whatever you want, dress however you want. And that's one thing I really like about Atlanta. When I came out here, I'm like, everybody is who they want to be. Yes. Like, for real. And that's what inspired me to be who I want to be. I'm like, I can cut my hair, I can wear the clothes I want to wear, I can do this and do that, and ain't nobody gonna even go bat an eye.
And you look good doing it.
Exactly. And that's all that matters.
And
you look good.
Thank you.
You look good always. Every time I see you, I'm like, there go Felix with your baked snacks, your baked goods. The cookie was good, by the way, too.
It was. What flavor did you get?
I think I got the strawberry lemonade.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm currently working for Black Girls Bake, which is the name of the company. It's owned by a friend of mine who went to high school with me, and her mom, she's the one that owns the business. So I'm just helping her out in any way I can. While I was on like selling baked good business, I made a couple connections who are like associated with like the film majors, like film majors, art majors, technical majors, and you know, even modeling. And I was like, I'm meeting so many cool people. Like they got their own stuff going on, and I was like,
I met so many different people, like photographers, film majors, art majors, everything, a little bit of everything. And it's definitely a blessing to meet people and expand your social circle.
Like, I remember in high school, like I always dressed out like every single day, and people would always like notice that. And then like it was so crazy because I went to like 2 different high schools. One of them I spent like 3 years, and then the other one I spent like my senior year. But then when I went to my high school for senior year, they mainly had tech, and they didn't have no theater program when I was there. As soon as I graduate, they have a theater class. I'm like, what?
Why did y'all do this now?
Why you do it now?
Why did you decide to do it when I left and I needed it while I was here?
Right. Well, I already had enough credits. So
Okay, that's good.
I didn't really need to have another theater class, but I preferred
it. Yeah, that's
than
what I
any
wanted.
other class.
Exactly.
So she told, like, before I came to college, she gave me so much advice, along with Ms. Darian, who is one of the student deans of this college, I think. And they've given me like so much advice before I came here. Before I came here, I was
To
like,
prepare yourself?
Yes, I was so scared
Really?
because I was like, there's going to be so many people,
Oh, yeah.
and the way I'm like commuting, because I don't live here. I like go from home and then I come here like every single day, dressing out every day just to like
Yeah, I gotta
commute
walk and just
go back.
Do you bring a change of shoes? Because I know it could be hard walking in heels. Because I can't even walk in heels for 2 minutes, and I just be like, I'm like, my feet is screaming at me, my legs is hurting, my body is giving out all custom heels. Like,
Yeah, so
get it together.
for me, I do bring I do bring a secondary pair of heels. So
Oh, another pair of heels.
no, yeah, shoes.
Okay, I said you switched from the heels to another pair of heels.
No, I mean like another pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So I have flat shoes, and in case of like converting back to like college, like when I'm out of college, I'm wearing flat shoes, but when I'm in college, I'm wearing heels like all the time. And like I remember in high school, there were so many people that like wanted to take pictures of me.
It was like, it's a fashionista.
And like the first time it happened, like there was this girl, she came up to me when I was like in 11th grade, and she was like, hey, I know you, but I know you don't know me, but I just wanted to tell you that you're like so inspirational, you're so iconic, and like I see the friends that you hang out with, and like I see that they really vibe with you, and like you're such a positive energy,
A sweet person.
and yeah, that too. And then I was like, oh, thank you. And then she was like, can I take a picture with you? And I was like, okay.
Yes.
And then
You famous.
we took a picture, and then after that, like more people like came up to me. Like even though I didn't know them, I still gave them a hug because I feel like everyone should be treated equally.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if you don't know them on a personal level, like you should treat them with kindness. So I always like give them hugs.
Yeah.
If they wanted pictures, I'd be more than happy to take it with them. More people came up to me like in college, and they told me we went to the same high schools, like both high schools.
So they were
I was
seeing
like,
you.
I was like, you remember me from that high school? And they're like, yeah, you were very famous. And I was like,
Ooh.
Oh
And you
my
like, I didn't even
God.
know this. I didn't even know this.
I didn't even see you in like the school or campus or anything, and they're
And
like,
they saw you though.
They saw me, and I was like, oh my god.
Something similar happened to me. I was at I went to MJQ for the first time last week. It's a club at the Underground, and I was in line, and this girl was like, "You go to Georgia State?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "I see you all the time. I just want to tell you, I am so in love with you." And I was like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Like people actually see me, like, and know who I am. It's fascinating to just see. Well, you've been going through stuff where it's like people see you and they know you, they want to get pictures with you and all this other type of stuff. But I'm just now coming into that where it's like, oh, people see me. I gave her a hug and everything. It just felt so genuine. And I was just like, we see each other now. Now we gotta speak. Now we friends. Now we cool because we know each other. And it was just so sweet. It was so nice.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
One day I feel like you're gonna get like recognized at Walmart or something.
You think so?
Because that's what happened to me.
Really?
Like I was with my mom. I was getting a haircut, and then like 3 girls showed up, and they were all from like my first high school, and they were like,
Felix.
"Oh my God, it's Felix!" They knew my name, and I was like,
You famous.
who's
for
that my
real.
name? And then I saw the 3 girls, and I remember at least one of their faces, but I didn't know the other 2. And then like they came up to me and they asked me like a lot of questions, which I didn't mind answering. But I
Did
was
you feel like you was getting interviewed?
like I haven't had an official interview since I like got here, and I was like, oh my god, because like how in the green space there's like people who just
Come up to you
and ask if you want to interview, and it's like, yeah, I want to do an interview, or no, I'm good, thank you. But usually I just said yes. There was this one guy, he asked me for an interview, and I said yes. I had no idea it was going to be about politics because he didn't even tell me.
That's how they get
He didn't
you.
even tell me. He just asked me if I wanted an interview. I was like, yes. And then he asked me, basically he was asking me who I thought was going to win during the elections, which I was wrong. So
Where we all?
Yeah, where we all?
I had faith. I'm like, this girl go in. I be seeing her campaigns,
her rallies, like it's so full of people, and I was like, she has a very high chance of winning. I really genuinely believed that.
I did too.
I had no idea.
The internet made me believe that she was gonna win. Like TikTok, Instagram, the campaigns, like people around me was talking about her. I'm like, she got it in the bag. And I looked at that. I was looking at them votes election night. I said, okay, maybe if I wake up tomorrow, she'll win.
That's what I thought too. I was like, okay, go to sleep, and when I see her face in my TV, I'm gonna throw myself a little mini party.
We gonna have a party. Yes.
And then I woke up, and then I saw who won, and I was like, okay, I'm going back to sleep.
Yep. That day
I didn't even want to wake up.
That day was so heavy. It was so heavy.
I felt so sad. I was genuinely like kind of angry in a sense, and then I was upset, like mostly, and I was like, no.
Yeah, it was that day. It was cloudy outside. It was dark.
On a Monday.
It was on a Monday.
I was like
Monday dark, and then it's like the whole world felt it too, because that day we had classes and nobody was outside. Nobody's outside. The rooms was so dark. My roommates, they were all like just like walking around like zombies. We had a discussion in the living room. Everybody was just so sad. We was all just grieving the possibility of a good president. And then I had went outside because I was like, I need to shake this energy off. I need to go to the gym. I need to do something. Went outside. Nobody was out there. Then I walked past this dude. He had a MAGA hat on. I'm like, here they go. Then I saw one of my other friends. He was sitting out there like, I just need to clear my mind. I'm like, yes, baby. Don't we all? We all need this.
We all did.
We all need
even
this.
the classrooms felt so dead. Like the energy, it was like
everything, the whole world, even outside. Like I feel like if Kamala would have won, it would have been sunny and it would have been like 80 degrees outside. But that's just me though.
Right.
That's my opinion.
I mean, I agree with you. Like there were these like 3 guys who walked up to us, and like, not gonna lie, one of them was cute. But he gave me the massive ick once he said like, if you don't believe in Jesus, you're going to hell. And I was like, okay, never mind. Like,
yeah, because now you're forcing your stuff onto me.
I believe in the Lord, I believe in Jesus, but I also believe in other gods like Allah, Sheba, and like the Greek mythology gods too. Like I believe in them too. I believe in every religion. Well, there's some that are very terrible, and I don't really support like in that sense. But for those that like try to initiate peace and like tranquility, that's what I really like the most. Like Buddhism, I love Buddhism. They're just so peaceful. And I was like,
I used to want to practice Buddhism, but I never got into it.
Like I was raised in a atheist household.
That's interesting. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, have you heard of atheists?
Yeah, but I feel like when a lot of people are atheists, it's because they became atheists on their own because they were raised in such a harmful, toxic religious household. So to say you were born in an atheist household, it's like, what? That's a first.
I was born in the atheist household, but my grandparents were religious. Okay. But my parents weren't. So my grandma, who ironically, like, she's probably the youngest grandma I've known or I've ever had.
How old is she? Like 40?
53.
Okay, she is young.
Yeah. She's Catholic, but she taught me like the values of loving people and trying to like treat people equally, no matter what kind of stuff they've done in the past or how they are or what religion they follow or what their sexuality is. Like,
just love them because they're human.
Yes.
Yeah. I just love people.
Yeah.
Because everybody do different things and everybody believe different things, and it's like, once I see who you are and I see what you believe in, I see how you live, then I can be like, oh, that's interesting. Or I can either be like, I don't like that, or I'm gravitating towards that. So I really like that. I really like how everyone is so different.
Probably the main reason why I want to do like so many things is because I want to be in the film industry in one way or another.
Yeah.
Because my film teacher, she told me you can't just go straight into like being an actor or a producer or a director. So she said you always have to start as an intern.
I got a question. If you had one dream film or one dream project to work on, like, and the people who were providing that experience were in your face right now, what would that project be?
Like with the people I know? Like
the people that's a part of the project, like the big people that's a part of the project, and they're asking you to contribute what you have to offer. What would that project be?
Well, ironically, I do have like 4 ideas for a film that I want to do.
Okay.
So one of them, I have an idea for a film where it's like a stripper who wants to be a musical artist, but he gets like very downgraded because he was a stripper before, and like he's trying to hide the fact that he was, and he wants to show like he can sing kind of thing.
His art instead of what he was doing.
Yeah, like I'm currently writing the script for it right now.
Okay, let's not tell it off for somebody steal your like.
Oh, right. So
you gonna see a show on Netflix with your whole storyline on there. You're like, what?
So,
this is my project. But yeah, we got the gist. We got a trailer. We got a trailer.
So, I really want to do that by the time I'm like in my early 20s or like mid 20s.
Okay. I think that'd be a nice project. I think that'd be fun. And it's so fun doing different things.
Yeah, like I already done like 2 projects like in high school. One of them, it's a video on YouTube, actually. You can look it up. It's called Who Killed Devin?
Who Killed Devin?
Yeah.
How do you spell it? Like DEVON or DEVIN?
D-A-O, wait.
D-A-O?
No, wait. D-E-A-V-E-N.
Okay.
Devin.
Okay, so y'all should go watch Who Killed Devin on YouTube. I will be checking it out, and I will put it in the link below. So,
short story of it, Devin, he gets murdered, right? So it's like, who killed Devin?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they have 4 suspects, but it turns out everyone, like,
they contributed
to murdering him. Yeah.
That's fun. Have you seen Bodies?
Mm-mm.
No. It's a movie about, I don't know if you're interested in it, but it's like a horror. It's not really a horror film because there's nothing scary about it, but it's like, it's a murder mystery too, and they're trying to figure out who killed this one dude, but they were all killing each other because each person thought that somebody else did it, and then they were defending themselves, so the other person died, and then there was 2 people left, and by the end of the movie they found out that he was making a TikTok and he did something that made him kill himself, and it was just so I spoiled it for you, I'm sorry, but
I mean, I don't mind spoilers, honestly. Like, if you tell me about a movie, I want to know what happens or what it's about. So, it's cool.
Yeah, that's what happened. So, everybody was killing each other, trying to figure out who killed one dude, and he accidentally killed himself trying to make a TikTok.
Dang.
Do you play Sims, like mobile?
I love Sims.
Really?
Oh my god. Like the PC version.
Okay.
I use the PC version. I have such a scandalous, like, Sims server.
Lore.
Like, Sim lore, yeah, because it's good.
You about to go into a whole nother reality, a Simverse. Simverse.
Basically, I have like this rich billionaire, like, well, actually, you can't really have $1 billion. Like, the max is $1 million.
Okay.
But like, you have like, I have a millionaire like Sim, and she does like shady shit like behind the scenes.
What she be doing?
Yeah, she be killing people. She hires like a hitman, and then like he would kill
tasks for her.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And then I also have like the Sims best friend, who's like a very scandalous celebrity because she's like an actress / model, and she always gets like into relationships that are very short-lived because as soon as she gets pregnant and then gives birth, she divorces the people that she was with. Recently, I'm taking care of like kittens right now. Like, they are so cute. They're like a month and 2 weeks old.
It's the baby.
They're babies.
How many?
2. But I had 3 technically, but one of them was like murdered.
Oh,
by
the mom?
The baby daddy.
Ooh.
Yeah. The mama was trying to protect the kittens, and then the baby daddy just showed up out of nowhere. He's like a stray cat, so he just showed up out of nowhere, and he wanted like my cat, and she was like, "No, I'm taking care of my kids," and like they started fighting, and my cat won, which I'm very proud of her that she won that fight. But after he lost, he was so angry that
he killed the baby.
Killed one of them. Yeah. He hasn't shown up since, and I was like, he knows what he did.
He know what he did. How did he kill it?
He gutted her open. It was all caught on camera in my house.
Oh my god!
And this happened during nighttime, so me and my parents were
all asleep.
We were all asleep. We didn't know what was happening because we just let them outside one night just to like, get some fresh air and sleep the night outside because my cat, she took a dump in my my parents' car, like not inside but like on the roof. And my mom, she got really mad, and she's like, as punishment, they're sleeping outside.
Yeah.
For one night. And then, then one of them died, and then they were like, yeah, we're not taking them outside anymore.
Because he came back.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks for the mom, her baby.
Yeah, she'd been pregnant like many times.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like, I feel like she's not really worried about it because I feel like she knows she's going to get pregnant again.
Why does she be getting pregnant? Y'all be breeding her on purpose?
No.
She's like, be out here.
She'd be out there. She'd be out there.
She be out there.
First time I met her, like, she was a stray cat. Every time she gets pregnant, she stays in the garage. And then,
every time she get pregnant,
yeah,
she got a shelter.
Yeah, and then she got pregnant for the 4th time. No, yeah, I already said that. Now she's pregnant for the 5th time.
She pregnant right now?
No, because she just gave birth like a month and 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
So technically, they get pregnant again after at least 3 months. So I'm probably in the 3rd month after giving birth. She'll probably get pregnant again.
Let's just hope she done getting pregnant. She done had a lot of crazy experiences. We don't need no more pregnancies.
Like with these kids, I also have friends who want to adopt them, which, you know, again, thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's my cat's life. It's
The
been
lore,
crazy,
the
but
cat lore.
The cat lore.
That's so funny. Well, I really enjoyed having you on here today. It was such a
enjoyed being
pleasure.
here.
You have to come back for sure. You
I
gotta
will.
come back.
I will.
Are you coming back here next semester?
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot, what grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore. Okay. I'm a freshman. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will see each other next semester and we will talk and you will be a guest again. You all will be seeing Felix's face again. I really enjoyed you. You can plug your Instagram, your YouTube, anything that you want on here and I will.
Okay. So my Instagram, it's theatrical_cat7. And then, like, other than that, I have no other social media platforms because, like, I grew up not having TikTok. So my parents, they told me, like, it's not really worth it. And it's not really, like, life-changing. Which, you know, I kind of agree with them now because now that I can have whatever app I want on my phone, like, I had the idea of getting TikTok, but I'm like, I already have Instagram. I already have YouTube. Like, why would
Yeah.
Why
I don't
do
need
I?
extra. Yeah, it's a preference. It's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But thank you all so much for tuning in. I really hope you all enjoyed this episode.